Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about one of our Boston bags tutorial. How about we open it after receiving our material package? Let's check all our materials first. Let's take a look first. We have a shoulder strap that has been made. Because we have this shoulder strap, it's longer and it's more complicated to do. We have made this in advance for everyone. Then there's a hardware bag. About the hardware bag, we are a whole package of hardware. After we finish matching the large material to show you. Then lead everyone to what's in our hardware bag. But don't open our hardware bag now, because there are a lot of small pieces in it. Avoid getting wet. So we're going to set that aside. And a pack of stuffed cotton. It's the stuffed cotton we use for accessories. Secondly, let's take a look. What do we have in this material package? What we see is a piece like this. This is one of our portable components. And I'm going to introduce you to this. We have a khaki one. It's a two-color scheme and one of our beige compositions. So it's two cloths, two colors. But what about when everyone is right? The color you bought should be the main one. For example, the black one you received, or the pure beige you received. What about its corresponding part? Well, it's the corresponding color. Then this one is khaki. What about this portable one? It's a khaki handheld. Okay, we have this one. And then what? It's one of our, puppy accessories. We have two puppy accessories that have been made. You can take a look, and it's two eyes included. You can put that aside. We are receiving to this puppy accessory. Because of this puppy, it's a little smaller. Then the workmanship is really more complicated. It may have a little print on it. Then it doesn't matter. This is with us. It will disappear. During the production process, this has no effect. And then we set that aside. And then there's the wrapping. And what we see here are these two on the side. And this is what goes with our two bags. A khaki lock belt. Two we put aside. And secondly, let's look at this first. We have four small pieces. What about these four small pieces? Who do the hand and one of our shoulder strap hands. There are four parts of the shoulder strap buckle. If you received it, it may be a solid color. Beige, off-white or black or light pink. This is all corresponding. And then we set it aside. And our two longer strips. This is one of our sides. I'm in the process of doing this later, and you'll probably get an idea. This is two long strips put aside. Then there are two shorter ones. The wider strip. This is our zipper part. Okay, so this is one of our blockbuster films. You can take a look. This is an integral part of our bag. The embroidery has been done for everyone. Then we put this away. Next, we have a pull chain. As for pulling the chain, we have to do it ourselves. Or a zipper part. We will later in this specific practice. I will explain it to you. Okay, this back part of ours. We're done with that. We must pay attention, because of this one. What about the back? It looks like our dog's ears, and our little one. It's all relatively small. So what about when we put it on? Everyone try to find a more flat place. Well, for our material, avoid losing small pieces. Okay, we'll put this away. So let me show you our hardware bag. What about the hardware bag? You must pay more attention. It has more widgets. So what happens when we fall? You have to find a plain HMM where there is no clutter. It's more convenient to match this way. Okay, let's see. Well, like this in our. My style is HMM khaki. It uses a ball of two color lines. And then a screwdriver. And then ours. Lock. Two on the lock. Two locks on the lower part of the lock. This is a pair. And then there's a glue stick that we use. And one of our little ones. One of our little pimps. What about this little pimp? I'm going to talk about it here. What you received may be like mine. It is a good one that has been separated for everyone. A 3. The 3 are small pins. This is used in one of our. Okay. Small bow on accessories. It's a 3 article 1. I am here. If you received it, it may be a long strip. What about long bars? It doesn't matter. Maybe what you brought is like this. A long strip. Long words. When I'm making our accessory. You can, clearly see how I do it. You probably need, how to use this. You can do it according to your own preferences. Just give it the corresponding truncation. And one of ours. Zipper. 2 of our pins. What about this pin? Well, you must get it when you get careful and try to put it together with this line. Or are you at the right time? After finding the needle, we try to tie it in a safer place. We can do this. We tie it to our wire board. In this case, avoid losing it. Well, there's more. This is one of our puppy pendants. hanging link. And this is what we're going to use. A small locked lock sleeve at the end of a zipper. This, you saw my side. It is a shape similar to a small triangle. We also have a small rectangular one. No matter what you received, it is this small rectangle. This is all sent randomly. Its function is to fix the tail of our zipper. A pair of our half-ring buckles. There are also 2 of our square buckles. What about this specific usage? What about our next step in the process of making the bag? I will introduce to you, so just match the numbers with me. Just 2 small square pieces. This little square piece, it could be this long little square piece. It may be one of ours. Similar to this shape, a small oval square piece. How about this one? It is mainly used to fix this lock for us. So what kind did you receive? Just what kind? It doesn't matter what shape it is. They are all brought randomly. And then here's our little nail. The main use of this nail is 1. This is each 2 are pieces. Take a look at our little nail. I'll bring it up close so you can take a look. This one is only half. Don't think it's bad. We flip it over. What about the small screw above us? It has a cross pattern on this side. It is mainly used for us. Fix our zipper part. Okay, I'll put it all together. What you may receive is 1 or 2 are okay. Secondly, this is one of our short-headed sticks. What about jogging? As a spare peg for this one. This is for everyone. Okay, I am now, so everyone can see it. All our hardware accessories are here. Well, what about after you check? Be sure to pack all our hardware. Because these are rigid things. If it is lost in the event of a loss, okay, it will affect everyone's progress in making bags. So try to put these things away. Okay, we're going to use that. So I won't take it. Then our screwdriver will be used. The glue stick and our cloth strips must be kept well. And our needle and our wire board. Okay. Okay, I'll seal it now and continue to put it aside. And what happens next? I'll give you our zipper part first. Explain. During the production process, we need to equip ourselves with a pair of scissors. Or a lighter. What about after we get this zipper? We give it first. If you have this bar here, we can give it a virtual first. It's to prevent it from warping an edge. Okay, so. Okay, and then what did we receive? It has this on one side. Well, it's beige. One side is gold-plated. What about our zipper? I used this gold-plated one for the front. Okay, this zipper can be used at both ends. Then let's take a look at everyone's attention first. We just had another slider. Okay, find our slider. The pull head and this pull tail. And we need to use this small nail. Be sure to seal your mouth and put it aside. This avoids the loss of materials. So I'm just going with one end. Let's take this end as an example. You just rip it apart. A small part. Then, see our pull head. So take a look. Is that so? Now this is the front end of the slider. We match this side. Let's all pay attention. Look at my hand. Then we'll put it on here first. Wear it in a little. You can wear it about halfway. Then wear part of it at the same time. Maybe a novice friend, we must pay a little attention. And this one comes in a little bit. Okay, I'll give it to him the other way round. It's better the other way round. It doesn't matter. If it were the other way round, we can also turn the zipper cloth upside down at the same time. Let him in first. Something like this. Then bring him in a little bit from here. Press the button and pay attention to it. Be careful to make the sides flush. Our zipper will be straight. Otherwise, if you have a high side and a low side. Everyone pay attention. Be sure to pay attention to this direction. Can you see it? Yes, the sides are flush. What about when the sides are flush? We have this slider in our hands. And then, pull this wrap here. Then he pushes up. He goes down. We are like this. Then push him up about a little closer. Hey, that's it. Everyone pay attention to our zipper. Yeah, after a little pull, we can pull it forward. Okay, I'll show you again. Because many novice friends are afraid of this. We may not be able to do this well. Pull this zipper out. And watch this. Must be like me just now. Let's give him this as a simple gift. Iron him with a lighter. So he has no burrs. So it's better to do it's more convenient. I'll tear it apart a little now. Pull it apart a bit. And then I just flipped it over and used it. If you feel it is being used, it is convenient to use it like us. You are using it. I'm used to this. Then we'll teach you like this. Let's put on one end first. Then put part of it in first. Then press this hand a little bit. This, don't let it out. And then we're going to cram this in a little bit more. And there you go. I'm not complete now, right? It's not complete. Let's adjust it again. Come in a little bit. Press this to come in a little bit. Then shake him like this. That is, shake our slider left and right. He will also adjust his left and right this high and low. Okay, we're in now. And then what? Just like I just taught you the method. We hold this with 2 fingers. This hand squeeze the bottom end. We push forward. He pushes forward. As he pushes this hand up, we have the slider in our hands. Go down at the same time. After leaving a head like this, just pull it down. We're done with this zipper. And when it's done, the direction of our zipper, it's diagonally upward of this. What about our current part? That's the tail end. And words. We triangle it like this. Everyone pay attention. It forms a triangle. Then put it in ours. That's what I just taught you. We fixed the zipper tail part. Okay, let's make it a triangle. Stuff it in. It's easy to stuff in. After stuffing it in, we lay it on a flat surface. This time, one of our screwdrivers is used, and our little screw. Everyone pay attention. This screw is relatively small. Let's press it here first. It's not easy. Hold it down and tilt it a little bit. Then we use this screwdriver. The screwdriver sets it right. A screwdriver straightens it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to push down vertically, and then rotate so we've got it fixed. Okay, tighten it up a bit. Let's take a look. Our zipper is ready. It's easier. Okay, what about after we do this? We'll put this with our hardware bag. Put it together. Then take out our line. Because we're about to start stitching. Pack our hardware bags first. Put it aside, and start stitching up this large piece of us. We don't need it now, like something we don't need. We're going to set that aside. Or put it in the past we took. Inside a large packaging bag. Put everything away. Put these. Well, let's start with our portable part. Put that aside. What about the portable part? We are a coffee-colored line. So we use khaki. We will use our khaki thread. Then, when you take the line, we come to our khaki. portable. Well, what about our curve? It is sewn a double layer. So take a look. Then I sew, maybe even so. After we sew this side directly, connect directly, sew this on, because our handheld is a double. It's double ironing. So we're going to take the line. Take us this. Well, so be it. We go straight to the two ends. It makes everybody a little rich. These two ends. Five. Lilac's line. Everyone must remember. It's my thread. Basically enough for everyone. No problem. So we're going to take out our double needle. And now, I'll teach you first. Do our double needle threading method, because of our Boston bag. It uses one of our silk threads. Silk thread is a relatively slippery thread. A slippery and brighter line. So what happens when we get this thread? Everyone pay attention. I've crossed the line. What about after wearing it? Let's set aside a little more than this. Such a long distance. Well, let's start with our short end. Everyone pay attention from the short end. This thread of it goes through the middle. After wearing it, many are already friends who are not novice babies. Well, they do the two-stitch method. We'll use double stitches, but I'm here to talk about it. That is, at the same time as you use this double needle method, it is different from the wax thread, because the wax thread has a certain degree of error. The wrong degree is to prevent this line. It itself is not as slippery as this silk thread. Let's hit this, like once. How about pulling this silk thread like this? You see, after we go through it for a while, let's not wear it away. Let's do it again. Everyone pay attention. I'm a little below it. Just at the same time this short line goes down a little bit. It's lower and a little. I'll put it on again. Or through the middle of this thread. Everyone pay attention. It's like I wore it twice. After wearing it twice, I'm starting to fall now. After this thread comes down, I pull the long end. Pay attention to the tension. After tightening, I'll pull this short one again. I'll pull this short one down again. I'll pull this long one again. Okay, I've kind of locked it twice with this wire. Because of the silk thread, it's safer after we lock it twice. The same goes for our other end. Okay, we go through the pins. Also leave some distance. I'll stay here shorter because I don't care. Then wear it from here. After wearing it, wear it from this side. Okay, I went through it twice. Everyone pay attention. Pull the string down. Pull it down and pull this long one. It locked after pulling for a long time. Pull this down again. Lock again. Okay, our wire is locked more porcelain. Okay, two wires locked. We're now going to sew up our laptop. We have it in hand. What about this time? And take out this hardware bag of ours. When we were dealing with hardware just now, there are two square buckles. We'll take it too. Two square buckles. The two square buckles are ours. Portable. A part connected to our bag. So before we sew, it is necessary to fix this laptop for him in advance. After fixing, we put this on. This extra small belt. We'll nest it in. It just so happens that everyone pays attention to it. This eye is eye to eye, and then we are in the process of sewing. There will be a small problem. What's that? That's when we were sewing this one. Pay attention to these three eyes. These three holes are corresponding. What about when we have the fourth hole? This is because of our bag. It's hemmed. What about hemming? It may be a little more than normal. Because of the thickness of this hemming, we have better oil. So that's it. It will probably cover part of this fourth hole. So what about when we sew? Let's tilt the needle a little bit. Go round this wire. Through the hole. Then I will tell you in advance now. What about when we sew? And I'm going to stress that again. Okay, let's put this on one end first. We start to suture. Cover it partially first. These 3 layers are thicker. As we sew, be patient. Okay, now we can insert the needle from either side. I'll put it in here. Look at everyone's first stitch. You can, don't crush it to death. Let's look at this hole first. Look at the hole like this. Okay, here we go. We're going to sew. Add a second stitch. Okay, the second needle goes through. Is that so? We must tighten this handle for him. And I want you to look at the 2 wires, and I want you to align them. After pulling up, we press him a little bit. Then the first stitch we pass through. The first needle goes through the second needle. And then like this. Just lock it hard on both sides. Everyone pay attention. When sewing this hand, we see that his silk thread is slippery. Open again and we sewed the 3rd stitch. It doesn't matter if this is not available. Sew the 3rd stitch first. Give him a little strength here. But needless to say, a very, very powerful force. It broke the leather. You're just a little bit stronger than normal. Let him carry this This leather, it just fits perfectly. At least leave him alone. Okay, our hand can press our unused one. This wire is our unused wire. Let's pinch him with our fingers first. Everyone pay attention. And we're going to take this needle and run it further down the wire. At the same time, we just use what I just said. First stitch, this is ears and the 4th hole. It's the 4th hole. In this leather, it may be partially covered. What about when we tie? Let the needle tilt a little bit. Avoid that side. Then go round. There's quite a bending process going on through this hole. Okay, let's pull the needle out like this. The 3rd and 4th stitches we will. The back is easier to sew. And when we hold this needle, try not to let him talk to this thread. What about intersecting? Well, it's easy to tie the knot when he's there. Okay, we'll keep sewing this one like this. Give him a pull as you sew. We sew this leather as we sew. Cover it with the hole it corresponds to. Be sure to sew him up. 1 stitch and we'll give him a little bit of force. Because avoid this middle. He's going to have this loose needle condition. Alright, here we go. When sewing to this place, let's pay attention to counting the needles on our side. This side corresponds to this side. We also need to reserve 3 holes. So here we are. After we leave 4 holes in 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not sew anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this line a little bit. Same. We're also going to press this square buckle here. Everyone pay attention to the side buckle here. Then also put this. Push this over to him. Probably align the holes on this one. After alignment, start to pass through the 4th hole. Everyone must pay attention to the 4th hole. Well, there are no holes in the leather. Just like we did. Just wrap him round a bit. Prevent sticking this edge. You can sew and watch. You can see it all. Okay, 4th stitch. Let's go through. Put it through and tighten it up. After tightening, we move this down a little bit. 3rd hole. What if the 3rd hole cannot be found? We can, prick it first and then. You can take a look. The bottom hole. Then this is tied up. Okay, let's just tighten it for him. Just tighten it a little and that's it. Pull it tighter and you start to sew. Similarly, if the second needle is not easy to get out of these visible gaps, show him. Then find a second pinhole to pierce. Third needle. Okay, so that's our first shot up there. Look, we've sewn it up here. After the stitching is done, well, let's just cover this side for him. Everyone pay attention to the cover. Well, what about my method? It's basically to pin. The simplest way to teach. We are friends of a few newbies. What if we have some older customers? He just does a lot of crafts. He has his own unique sewing method. Or have the habit of having one of your own stitches. Then you can directly follow your own habit. Just do it. You don't have to follow our tutorial. What about our tutorial? Mainly for some of our novice friends. Okay, I just put this wire directly. I'll wear it for him from here. Coming through, there's a shot coming through here. The first shot and then at the same time we start the method, like we are the right way. Just like the method on this side is the same because this buckle is already fixed. It's fixed here. Then it's relatively simple for us to wear here. Just put that to work. Okay, our second shot is it. Because he is a 3-layer skin, what about when we're looking for it? Relatively speaking, what about situations that are not so easy? Let's loosen him up first. Then find the right hole. Like this, we'll pull him closer. It doesn't matter. Look at this, give him some first. Okay, this stitch here. Tension. This is the third needle. Here comes our fourth hole again. Also give it to him at the same time. Just let the needle go round the place for him. For example, you can't see it. Come on, let's loosen him up a bit first, then find him. He has completely covered the hole. Okay, let's come like this. A needle comes out diagonally. Then from this hole. Coming through. What about after wearing it? Let's try to tighten this up a bit. Pull tighter here and continue to sew. Sew to our end. The same is the sixth needle that has come here again. Still have to take a look. Okay, now what about this needle? We're right back to where we started. After returning to the starting position, we give it a stitch here. Okay. Thread a needle. What about after a needle? We can leave it alone for now. In this way, we have a portable. It's basically built. After forming, we're like this needle. It's our other needle. And then there's our gap filling needle. Filling needle, let's put this aside for now. Use this needle. Everyone pay attention because what I'm doing now is a handlebar. Hello needle like us after I'm including making blockbusters. It will be used for other parts. That is to say, a needle goes the first time, the second needle goes the second needle. The second needle goes the second time, the needle is actually it's walking our empty needle. It's like filling him up with this needle. This seems to work better. I want you to remember that. Okay. And now we are going to suture. Including the one we have received now is a double handle. Because one of our handmade products are. What about things, bags, or some other pendants? What about us later? It may also be in the process of equipping materials. There will be appropriate adjustments if appropriate adjustments are made. Tutorial may also be. That is, it will be updated at any time. If what you received has not been updated or you received a new material package, then something different happens. You can contact customer service directly. This adjustment includes the difference in accessories. It's inevitable. Okay, we can continue to sew. That's it, I'm going to take you on a walk. Later, we will mend this peacock ourselves. This way now you see me in the process of doing. A pin will appear. Even the needle means that I pierce two holes at the same time. Pierce two holes at the same time, but this one is the same. What is it? We must pay attention. When you are piercing two holes, just don't tie the knot with the existing line. See, we've basically made up part of it now. Two pins, look at our hand. When we connect the needle, it goes through the next needle hole. Because the line on our side has not been put yet. Then block this with your hand. Then pull again. This is the fourth stitch. Onto the fourth stitch. There is another situation where this leather is blocking a little bit. We must give him an oblique needle. And I've said this over and over again. Therefore, everyone must pay attention to this point. This is the needle here, it's coming sideways, just came. Then sew this side. What about this portable? I took everyone to finish it together first. To the back. What if this happens? I might skip it here. Because it's all repetitive suturing. I will stop wasting everyone's time. The one at the back. Well, telling is like a repetitive needle. I'll give it a partial skip. Well, let me highlight it again. Is it in the process of wearing it? Because of our hole, everything left is more suitable. And then, what happened? Let's all try to pay attention. Try not to tie this leather to it. That leather pierced. One is that it affects its aesthetics. One is on this side of it. Easy to get this little prick. So when we try to wear it, just try to pay a little attention. Hardcore gun, let's give it a little tug with this. Its line is slippery. It falls off easily. Get rid of this. The last few stitches may be thicker. It's not easy to find when we look for it. Just be patient. So I give him a little squeeze like this. Just pinch this up a little bit. You can find it by tilting it up a little. Okay, let's take a look now. It's my handle and we'll sew it up. Everyone pay attention. This empty line has already been filled. What about after replenishing and we're starting to sort of wind down our line here? Well, what about the end of this line? We had it before, just now, at the beginning. I've already told everyone we must get a lighter. You'd better find one. Because it includes the back end. Lock line, we may come across that will use this lighter. Okay, did you pay attention? I just had these 2 stitches and I put one through. There's a needle here. And then you tighten it up like this. After wearing it tightly. Everyone pay attention. And we're going to cut this thread here. Leave a little more for it to cut. We're going to tie. Everyone pay attention. Just put these 2 wires. Be sure to put it on the back of our laptop. Don't put it on the front. Positive words can also affect the appearance. We put it on the back. Okay, tie it in a knot. Tie a knot. Then we tie another knot. Because this silk thread is too slippery. It tightens the 2 joints. What about after tightening? We need to tighten up. You have to press this little pimple a little bit. So we're going to cut this out. Because this line is too slippery. It's easier to open. Leave 3 or 4 millimeters. 4 or 5 millimeters will do. What about this time? That's our lighter. Give it this thread, like this. Don't burn this leather to our leather. The end of a line. Okay, fix this here. Give him a press. Look at it. It doesn't matter if it's burn him again. You need to be faster. And that wraps it up. Or is there a better way? You have your own finishing touches. It is also possible. Not necessarily follow my ending method. How can we? How foreign gas can come? Okay, I'm done with this ending method. Our laptop is ready. We're done with this. Let's put it aside. Then we start stitching up the back part of us. Then let's put this first. Everyone pay attention. We got 2 pieces of this side skin. The 2 side skins look like this. Then take out the 2 of us. This is what we want to sew up our little hanging ring. This is cocky. If you bought other colors corresponding, just take 2 of these. 2 big skins. 2 small strips. Okay, let's start measuring our line now. Same, this is also using one of our cocky threads. Because he is here. What we're going to use is this. Let's all pay attention. What we use is The line between this and this. The line of its corresponding color. What about our length measurement? It's ours. 6 times as long as the little side. Five, 6. I normally take the little X line. Well, I can use it enough. What if everyone is new? If you are afraid that the line is not enough, you double it. Double from TX to BX is also okay. I'll do this for you first. What if there is any special situation with this line? For example, it's not enough or it's shorter. I may reintroduce it to you on the subtitles. HMM planning. I just want to rewrite it for everyone. At that time, you can also take the line according to the subtitles. Okay, it's the same here, where it first and then. Please pay attention. We use a double locking method. In this case, the lock is firmer. Everyone sew up, don't worry about going offline. Same thread. Keep it longer. 1. By. As soon as the line is pulled. And then what about this time? And we're going to take these two out at the same time. We're also going to take out our hardware bags. The 2 semicircles inside this. Our 2 square rings. It was just used in our handheld. Our 2 semicircles are used here. You put a semicircle on the side. Let's put this on at the same time, when wearing it. Let's all pay attention. We have a small interface here. Interface, we can wear it directly inside. That's it. What about when sewing? Let's all pay attention to this. It has a needle and a thimble. This is how it came from the side. So when we sew, just use a thimble needle as the first needle. Okay, we're going to go right through here. Fixed a needle, and then we also put the second pin in place. We still use the same 2 needle method. I'm here. I will no longer take you to learn other acupuncture techniques. If you know single stitch or other stitches, just sew it your own way. And what about new friends? It is also better for us to use this double needle method. And the same thing. And we just had this as the first shot. It is also pierced through the second needle after being pierced. I fixed it, and I held it back with this needle. And then the same hand. Let's give it a little bit of a pull here. But try to keep him away from these holes and start stitching. This is very simple. Hole-to-hole sewing is fine. Well, here I am. And here, I'm just going to put this down without sewing. Then I will add a small one to you. Okay. A supplement for a small thing. Then we put this down first. And where were we at the beginning? HMM, maybe you missed a bit. Let's take a look. Well, this leather hole looks like this now. Our hole is already very transparent. Yeah, but no. We'll not avoid a situation. Something like this. Look inside our small hole. It will have some scum stored in it. Well, what happens when we get this? Yeah, which part did you use? Can we do it before? Use our needle. Use the needle tail of our needle. Novice friend, we must put this scum in this. Let's give him a pass in advance. This slack is through. When you sew again after opening it like this, it's more convenient because of this leather. It is also thicker than what we use. It's pretty good, so his scum might be on. It didn't completely penetrate when it came through. It just pokes this. It's lost, let's do it in advance. This one. Just avoid finding holes when sewing at the back. Use our needle tail to poke him like this. Look at our pintail. After poking it out, he was transparent. Okay, it's such a small thing. Because it was just a song, I didn't use the previous one. If you have holes, this is not the case. We don't have to pass this hole again. Okay, let's go ahead and sew over this. To continue sewing our side, you've got to give it a little bit of a pull. Avoid this particularly loose situation. Okay, so we're back to the needle. Everyone pay attention. We close the first stitch and come back. It's a very short lap. We don't need this needle. We're going to use the second needle. Our second needle is that when everyone pays attention. If you can't tell the difference, where should we go with this needle? Everyone pay attention. I did it with my left hand. Because I'm probably left-handed. What about when you use your right hand? That is, many friends basically sew with their right hands. This has no effect. You can follow your normal direction. How do we enter the needle? That is, if you want to be confused about the direction, there is already a coil here. Everyone pay attention. We got the coil. There is no coil here. Then we must be doing it because we need a refill. So we'll definitely make it. It's these places without needles. So our needle is stuck this way. In this way, it is also above, and he starts to automatically replenish. Fill in these empty needles. Also tighten. Remember to tighten. Tighten this thread. Okay, so the needle goes back. After going back, he still has a gap. We'll make it up to him. Previous stitch makes up one stitch. And then, after making up a shot, we go one stitch forward or one stitch backward. You can receive this needle into our back. Everyone pay attention, and at the same time, the needle we just had is also a forward needle. Or pour a needle back. Why is that? Is it that we form a double line for him? And then just make the needle lock a little tighter. Go like this, take a needle, and then put it back on. After putting it back, our two needles are equivalent to inverted. Well, one stitch backwards is one more stitch. In that case, our thread is stronger when pressed against the thread. So we've already sewn this one up. So let's cut that out. Be longer, everyone must pay attention, be longer, because we're going to tie the knot. Knot the buckle still the same way. Of course, what if you, wear it? Let's pour a needle. I also poured 2 stitches just now, 1 needle each. After coming back, the line has been pressed very tightly. What if you don't want to tie the knot? We're just like this. Cut him directly, cut him right here. After cutting, use our lighter to bake him. Then just press him down directly. Then we tie a knot. Just for a more secure roll. Then we don't tie knots. Actually, he's also very sturdy. Same to tie rings, 2 interface rings. You give him 2 interfaces like this. Cut. Or the way we did the handheld thing. Good cut. And then again. Give it a quick press. I didn't hold this down. Okay, hold it down. Okay, this is the same method. Okay, so we're done with this. Ah, this one is done. It's done. Well, this is the same method. I'm not going to do this with you. We just do this one ourselves. And then we move on to the following part. Let's take a look. We now have these two side backs. The side is ready. And when it's done, so we're going to move on to the rest of it. Well, everyone pay attention. And we've got the two strips that we just had. Here are the two strips. And then there's this hemming. And let's see if it looks like this. It's to sew it up. And then we need to connect with our blockbuster movie. So we started to curve. Connect with our two parts. We will continue to put away the others that are not needed. What about this day? What about this side wall? Let's pay attention to it. The color we used is beige. So what we're using is a white line. No more khaki thread. We found one end of this white thread. Is that so? This side long. 5 times. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5 times. Well, why take A5X? I'll tell you about it later. Is it because we are sewing this? What about after we sew this edge? We also have to put an edge on top of this. I also want to make up an empty needle for him. Finish. So we took a 5-fold limit. What if you are afraid that it is not enough? Take 6 times. We'll double the line. And then there's the X line. As for the thread, it's good if we take a little more, but not too long. What about if it is too long? The line is too long. You are in the process of sewing. Well, it will be easier to wind. We keep it a little more. Come on, let's pay attention. This is our black edge. Everyone pay attention, it's buttoned up. The row with the seams on corresponds to this row. Align it. And the first hole corresponds to the first hole in the slice. It's okay. Then the same 2 stitches. We go in with 2 stitches. Then the first needle above the first needle. Pierce through the second needle below. Good luck. Lock this edge. We can sew like this. And then we get to the end. You can lock this side for it. And then what? Okay. There are other ways. We'll introduce you to another method later. We sew normally like this. This thread, the above is the wire we don't need for the time being. We're going to hold him down with this finger. Because the line is too slippery, he also used another needle. When sewing, this thread will be pulled and run. We sew like this. Remember not to cross the line. Although that wire was added, but try not to have crossovers. What about when we sew this edge? Be sure to tighten it up a bit. If you can't tighten up after our bag is opened. If you look at the line inside it, it will look like this. The bag will be ugly. So we have to tighten this thread. To tighten up is to tighten up. Okay, after a few stitches, we can loosen the top. Because it doesn't run this line. Okay, let's start sewing normally. Sew it and we're going to pedal this thread. Make it tighter. Just sew and wait. Recently, let's all pay attention to it. We're about to get to this a semicircle right now. Where are we turning? Just give it a turn. Pay attention while we abduct. Turn this round. After giving it a turn, it forms a small angle here. So it forms a little sharp corner. Let's put a little pressure on it like this. Keep sewing it first. Still give, it tugs at this force. Notice the little corner. This little corner must be pulled up. This small corner must be pulled. Otherwise, there will be this wire hole gap inside. It's ugly. But don't push too hard. If you are too strong, it will break this leather. Wear it and give it a kick. Pedal it and then nest this little corner for it. At the same time, let's press it down a little bit. Convenient hole matching. Don't make a mistake. Everyone pay attention. We're sewing this circle, especially with the rounded corners. It's this needle. Well, there's this diagonal needle. But it doesn't matter. This is normal, because it's a rounded corner. So we just sew him up normally. Be sure to hold this force. Everyone pay attention. Let's press this over. This wrap angle formed for him. Pull it tighter. He leans a little. You follow his oblique. If he has a slope, you sew according to the slope. But don't give him the wrong shot. What if there is a wrong needle? The needle at the back of you can't connect. You're just skipping the needle. We still have to tighten him up a bit. This one has small horns. Basically our needle. This hole is coming soon. Then it also means that it is here. It's rounded. What about round the corner? We give him this. Nest point. Nest a corner out. Nest a corner and give him a when sewing this side. Everyone needs to pay attention. Set him straight first. Form a rub angle. Give him a tug. Pull a little harder. Be sure to use this force on him. These two leather stickers. Be sure to use this force on him. Then let the two pieces of leather fit together. What if you can't find the hole? You loosen it up a little bit like this. But you must tighten it again at the back. Be sure to pull this force on him. Okay, here comes everyone pay attention. My stitches. Maybe relatively speaking, the sewing is a little looser. Returning needles. And then when everyone sews, be sure to pay attention. Gotta give him a little force. Okay, we have these stitches. You see, it's back to normal again. It's only at one rounded corner. Some of the needles are oblique needles. But there are normal needles in the back. Okay, this is sewn to the end. After sewing the head, I just told everyone, we may still want this wire behind us. Why leave such a long line? It's because I still have to sew one here. We must peel this leather open. Don't connect this hole to him. Our hole is not connected to them. This row just goes through a single hole. Everyone pay attention. Let's see it more clearly. This button we break it up. Just keep sewing. Also here. The force just now here. We just need to lock it a little tighter. I'll stretch it a little bit at the same time. Let's break it up a little. Never sew it on. Pull this thread aside. Is that so? This row. Let's not talk about using a lot of force, because on this side it is a single, just one level. If I push too hard, a fold is formed. This is not pretty, just a normal force, as long as it doesn't get loose. And then we also thread to this last stitch. We go through this gap with the last stitch. Okay, we're here now. Stopped. Let's take a look. I sewed this the first time. Be sure to use this. Everyone must remember this. I'm a little loose here. Look at this leather, there is a little bit strong enough. But it looks okay. And okay, we're going to do the second stitch. Fill the empty needle with a second needle. That's what we just included sewing handbags. We have told everyone how to fill the empty needle with this second needle. Be sure to hold up this force and start making up for the needle that is not used by this needle. Stretch it aside to avoid winding. That's it. Use force when using the second needle at the same time. This force can't be loosened either. Pull. Everyone pay attention. So it's not empty. Now, I still have to give it to him here. We go to these needles round the corner. Be sure to go in this direction as the needle. We're going at his slope. Use force but not too much force. Lock this force. When I come over here, use a force. It's better here. Look at this. Just a little accident. It doesn't matter. Because the silk thread is slippery. It is prone to this kind of offline situation. We just cut it off. Cut it off and put it on again. Because the thread we left still has an abdominal circumference length. Same lock pin. If we can't find the hole, we can break it a little bit and look at this side. Try not to damage the skin. This is a lot. We are in the process of sewing, while they are all more flexible. So everyone is in the process of sewing by themselves. Will become more and more further up. It's easier for us to sew it up. Watch me when I get this stitch came directly after coming. Hey, I don't have anything to be done here. I put back half the needle. Half a needle. It's between these two skeins that I wear. This is equivalent to a from this needle. Half of it came after that. So I started using it. Feel this hole here. Did you guys pay attention? I poured half a needle out. My whole needle came out this way just now. After you come out, you don't have the next step of half a needle. Then just sew this layer above ours. We're on the last stitch. Everyone pay attention. We sew it all over here. What about the last shot? We go through. Don't put half a needle through. The whole pass is merged. Everyone pay attention. Stitch. I'll do this one now, right? His stitch is still relatively special neat. Attention. How did these two corners I just stitched come to be? One needle was passed through and not sewn. I poured out half a needle. This is flexible. We poured out half a needle. Stitched. If you don't quite understand this here, rewind it for a second. Look how we just sewed. Okay, I'll put this needle. This one is long. I have no spare time. And I put it backwards with a stitch. Back stitch. Another stitch backwards. How about this? It is a line pressing line. It has a... Okay. It's the tension here. Then this I put it and it doesn't pour anymore. Because if you would like to pour a few more stitches, then it has a locking force. Where is my needle? Maybe not too long. I'm just going to give it another shot. So I'm going to end it right here. Look, then two needles on each side have already reached the lateral position. We have a small phenomenon. It was me who opened this wire. What do you do after you open it? Well, what if you don't want to use a small glue stick, so you're paying attention. What about our glue stick? You can glue it with it. Stick it here. Bake the glue stick with a lighter. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this. What if you think it's so unsightly? We still use our method. Or continue to bake him again. Maybe I didn't stick it very firmly just now. That's better. Everyone pay attention. That's better. He dries faster. That's all you need. Same method. Let's tie it up. I've already taught you this 2 or 3 times. We won't go into detail anymore. Just follow this method. Or do as I said at the beginning. You don't want to tie knots. You just cut it short. Just bake it with a lighter. The methods are diverse. Okay. Cut this for him. Just ensure a firmness and aesthetics. We'll wrap it up here. So take a look. I'll do it one by one. It's still more. Okay. What about the same method? We do the other one ourselves. Everyone pay attention. Completing the other is also the same method. Black face out. And then two white ones, snap it together. So like this. What if you still don't understand? We can put it back. Look at the method again. We'll do this ourselves. Then we skip that to the next step. Let's take a look. Now or two. The side of the back is ready. And you should be done by now. And when you're done, so we're going to put these two sides next to it. And then we move on to the other parts. So where do we go from here? Well, it's our zipper part. Well, everyone pay attention. We see this zipper. There is no difference between these two. And take out what we've just done. This zipper. Let's sew him first. Then we usually just up. What about the zipper sewing? Well, with our zipper, this habit of pulling has something to do with it. Let's all put this back first. I'll give you a fold first. Hey, where is our bag now? After it is folded, it looks like pay attention. You can see that ours is a shape like this. Wait, so what about our bag? This is the top cover. So what about the zipper under normal circumstances? Yes, we are going in this direction. That is, when we are facing this bag. It's pulled to the left. Everyone pay attention to the pull head going in this direction. Go left. Then our zipper cloth is placed like this. Can you see clearly? Can see clearly. Then we will now start sewing our zipper. Then we put this zipper head. This is what's done. It's not done well here. What about this zipper head? Put him on our part. Everyone pay attention. Put it in this part. Then we count the second hole from top to bottom. The second hole is subject to this side. Below its second hole is between 2 and 3 holes. Between 2 and 3 holes. Can you see clearly? Sure. And then we see this again, it's the same. Then let's start sewing this side first. Between 2 and 3 holes. Second one, 2. Then go from this side to this side. How much is it? It's about 6 or 7 centimeters. A distance of 6 or 7 millimeters. You can put it here. According to one of my preferences, it doesn't matter if we come a little bit. Come closer and try to give it a little wider, to avoid our zipper rubbing when pulling. There is probably a distance of about half a centimeter. Can you see clearly? Then at the same time, it should be fixed here. Okay, and when we suture, up from this end, this trailing suture. Because when we go to the top to sew, a zipper will appear. The outside side will tell you when it is done later. Okay, let's sew it like this. What if there is double-sided tape or small clips at home? We can fix it. What about my stitching? I have nothing fixed. But it can also be sutured normally, so here we go. Take the same white line. How much do we take? We take this. I want to take the 6x line. Is it because everyone needs another one? That part of the needle is reserved. Therefore, it is actually used. That's a line about 3 times. Okay, thread the needle like this. Here it is. Start stitching. I sewed the right side. Then the second hole. Second. Be sure to fail to reach this second hole. Second hole, between the second hole and the third hole. Just come a little here from the second hole just now. Okay, this is about the same location on my side. Start inserting. this zipper part. Overall, it is a more important part. So you have to watch this carefully. I actually have a lot here. Be sure to drag him, keep it on. Steal the first shot. Enter the second needle. Pull this back a little bit. Then start sewing with this. As we sew, we need to adjust it a little bit at the same time. Just let him go up and down. The width of this gap should be kept as consistent as possible. Okay, let's stick this through this hole. Where if I don't know behind us? Because the back belongs to the blind tie. What about the blind tie? So we can watch. Because each of us are. The spacing between the holes is the same. It's in a straight line. We can do this. You can look at the light at night like this. It is transparent. Then we stick the needle and take a look. Or is it during the day? We can see it against the sun. Because I have more time to do this comparison, so it's easier for me to fan it. Let everyone fan it. You can face a light. We can tie. What about after 2 or 3 stitches? We can put it up again. Everyone pay attention. Then we have the same side. Then pinch it like this with a few fingers of your hand. Pinch a little, as long as you don't prick your finger. And then we inject it. That's fine. That must be kept. The distance is the same from top to bottom. We continue to sew. Give him some strength. Just don't let him wrinkle it. Everyone pay attention. We sew on this zipper gloves at the same time. It's normal that there must be a little crooked behind it. As long as we keep it positive up front, we can. So let's pour a little bit. After the sewing is done, let's take a look. We must leave 4 stitches on it. Leave 4 stitches on it. I have an extra shot here. Everyone pay attention. We are above 1, 2, 3, 4. I am now wearing the 5th stitch sharp. And then we start with the 4th stitch. That is, we're going to start tearing this thing apart a little bit. We're going to sew this zipper on it. Everyone pay attention to my side. Give him the zipper, be sure to break it for him. A fold forms here. Can you see clearly like this? Then we let him. This zipper is between the first 2, 3, 4. Left and right of the 4th hole. Alright, everybody pay attention. Let's rub this zipper for him like this. This glove. Poke the glove inside. 1, 2, 3, 4 is probably round the 4th hole. Because we didn't wear it just now. So be it, then we give him a little bit of the wrong gloves. Don't go wrong with the zipper close, just use too much force. The fourth hole starts. Start with the fourth hole. We've already put it like this. Put him in a tooth first. Keep an eye out. Is that so? This is between the fourth hole and the third hole. Then we'll come directly here. Everyone pay attention. Straight through the fourth hole. Fourth hole. It's already sewn on the tooth. Can you understand? What do you mean? 1、2、3、4 fourth hole here. Already put this tooth. Come over the top of this tooth. I just cut the tooth. Do you understand? Then we move on to the third stage. Okay, that's it. Then we'll come right over and give him a few stitches. Please pay attention to our zipper part. That's what it looks like. Can you see it? Let's not pull the zipper over it. Feel it. Your zipper, that's it. It can't come. Sealed. So I'm not going to go on like this. Just take a look. Then it's sealed here. Okay, now we're going to use our second needle. That's the needle we just had. Void filling needle. And then this way. The sewing is the same. Come through this tooth. Just follow me and sew together. Put that needle away. Zipper this needle and we put it aside. Avoid following this needle. Good winding. We keep sewing like this. Okay. And then yeah. So the same here. This duck came over with this duck. Okay. Okay, we're sewing here now. We didn't sew below. It's when we sew with that bag later. We can sew together. We only sewed half of it here and it was gone. It doesn't matter. Everyone pay attention. What we must pay attention to here is this zipper. Be sure to turn this over for him. What formed after he turned round? Just to prevent this zipper from pulling out when pulling. And you get the idea. Then we will have a small head on our side. There is a unclosed head. And then we use our little glue stick. We can also not use it. You can also leave it firmly in place like this. If you are afraid of it, it will be a or something. Let's glue it. because the tool we brought is still relatively complete. Okay, we can just burn a small side of it. Then we put it like this and put a little bit on this side of it. Just wipe a little. Don't wipe too much. Then take this zipper cloth and stick it here. Just saves it from running back and forth. We'll put the glue stick aside. Then we will use it later. Okay, the blue color is glued. Here we go. We'll wrap this up. Pour the needle, and the way I teach you is, many of them need to be reversed. The reverse needle is to pour. One stitch and one stitch back. Just to be stronger. Okay, so wrap this up here. Alright, we sewed this up. We'll sew the zipper on this side. Then we start stitching the other side. And remember that we just started from the 4th stitch. Just lock this in here. So we also need to lock the 4th needle here. And what about the suturing method here? It's the same suture method as this side. Then we also use this. Because these two zippers are neat. What if what you received is uneven? We'd better use our scissors. Give it a little embellishment. Neatly trimmed. It is also more convenient for the hole in our case. Okay, let's see. And we're sort of in that position. A little below the second hole. Under the second hole. Above the third hole. Okay, let's start stitching. Again, we sew from the end. Everyone pay attention. We can also check it at the end. There will definitely be E2R up and down. An error of about 1 mm. This is allowed. Okay, we're going to take the line. Take the line with the same multiple as before. Okay, let's start stitching. It's still the same method as before. Let's sew and pull it up a little first. In this case, it is convenient for us to sew. We align it with 2 holes as well. Don't go through the second hole. We're here, 3rd hole. Okay, we can compare this tail with. Make it as flat as possible. Okay, the distance between our left and right sides is about the same. Okay, let's go into the needle. Don't prick your fingers. We have 2 needles together. Through. Okay. How many stitches are sewn? After the tail is fixed, we can turn it over and sew him on. Still the same way. So slowly, everyone can don't worry. We actually handmade. It is a process of time. Good alignment. We're almost there. You just face the light. This light, it will make our zipper cloth create a transparent. If it is on the right hole, it will be better. You can try to check. This is facing the light. Then during the day, shine this hole into the sun. He can see more clearly. Just face the light. What about the sewing of this zipper cloth? How do you hold it yourself? You can sew it yourself. The first hole has not arrived yet. The fifth hole is good. The fifth hole has arrived. Pull back a little. Pull back a little. Because there is no need to compare this anymore. Just came over. It's already sewn. Alright, take a look. It's our fourth stitch again. Okay, we're going to fold it up. Fold it up and sew it. You can see it from here, right? Just put this right. Just put this through the fourth hole. Go through the fourth hole. Use this hole to hold this tooth. Then continue to seal like this. Okay, just put it on this side. Let's not sew any further. Then continue with our second needle. Let's fill this vacancy. It's the same as the one on the other side. The zipper patch on the other side is the same. Just put it like this. I won't say any more. We'll just sew it on. This edge may sew into this tooth. But we try to stagger it. Again, just finish it like just now. Inverted needle. Put this line. Be sure to take all this. All our finishing lines are received our back one. Don't receive the front. It will affect the appearance. Good note. And again, we're going to use our glue stick. We can just use a little bit. Use a little. We just fake this little edge. Or this small edge will do. Okay, and then just put it on here. Open. In this way, it will be more neat to collect it. Just pull up this zipper and take a look. Okay, your zipper is ready. You can take a look. It's basically flat. That is, there is a half millimeter or a millimeter. This small error. This is also inevitable. That's normal. Okay, our zipper is ready. Come and take a look at this zipper of mine. Our tail is this one. There are no seams on both sides on this side. We are equivalent to this strip, and our tops are sewn up. This is reserved for our group, one connected to a blockbuster movie. We sew again. Let's take a look now. So, this is where we sew up. Let's sew the zipper on first. And then we sew our two wraps. These two straps. Lock strap.